Hi folks, Rob Poyton here from Dragon's Teeth Gaming Channel, and you join me today just as I'm about to enter the depths of the sheds. So as you can see, it is quite a large shed I have here. In fact, when we originally bought the place, there were two sheds. You can see the door at the back that led through to another shed about the same size, in fact even a little bit bigger than this one, and that one I was using as a training room for some time. Unfortunately, damp got into the roof and we had to pull it down, so just the one shed left. But it is quite spacious, or at least it would be if it didn't have all this crap in it. So this has been tidied up a little bit. It was even worse before. We did go camping a couple of weeks back, so there's a lot of camping stuff still out. First job is to get all that packed away into the big trunk at the bottom there. So we've got most of my martial arts gear and equipment in one corner, pads and sticks and swords and various bits and pieces. There's a lot of music gear in here tucked away. There's my big old flight case that I use for my Hammond organ. There's just one of the, I think there's 3 rotary amps in here. Rotary amps, they were something special used for the Hammond organ. They have the spinning speaker, they give that very distinctive sound. But there's a couple of other sort of PA speakers in here as well. And yeah, just generally a lot of stuff that needs clearing out. So up the back here is where all my gaming stuff was boxed up, and some of it still is in these boxes down here. And there's an old sideboard right at the back that I've not even looked into. I'm not sure even what's in that at the moment. So there's my chest full of camping gear and other bits and pieces. There's a skull, because you know, you never know when you need one. There's quite a lot of Halloween decorations and stuff packed away in here as well, and also various outfits that I've used on stage over the years. Hello, lurking in the corner. Some of my martial arts certificates. There's another rotary amp in the corner there, and there's a light there, and I think in this big box underneath there's another flight case underneath all this stuff. There's some more stage lights in there, so I need to sort all those out. And there's the sideboard I mentioned earlier. I actually bought that from my nan's house. That's a piece of my nan's furniture, so that must date back, well, probably about 60, 70 years or something at least. So these boxes here are filled with gaming stuff. And there's another rotary amp that I will have to sort out and see if I can sell. So as you can see, there's a fair bit of work in here. And it needs some sort of clearing up as well. There's cobwebs all over the place. I hope there's no arachnophobes watching. Luckily there's nothing in them at the moment. Structure of the shed itself is fine. I've got a good strong roof. The walls are lined already, though I'm going to definitely repaint that back half. That sort of garish lime green doesn't do much for me. But there's not a lot needs doing to the actual structure of the shed apart from some decoration. There's my old battle axe. And the lighting is not too bad. It's fluorescent lights at the moment which work okay, but I'll probably get some other lighting put in as well. We seem to have a butterfly wandered in. I don't think you want to hang around in here, mate. There's lots of webs. Aside from that, it's really just a matter of getting in here and clearing all this stuff out. I'll see if I can put some stuff on eBay, the speakers especially. I don't think I'll be able to sell the lights I've got because they're old-fashioned bulb lights, and of course everyone uses LED these days. Much more efficient and put out a lot less heat as well. So what I can't sell, I shall no doubt take to the dump. The doors are going to need rehanging because they're a bit wonky at the moment, a bit loose. Might need some new hinges, maybe new doors. They are secure because there's a big iron bar goes across the outside, but they're going to need a little bit of attention. So there we go, that's the shed project. It's going to take a bit of work. I feel it's one of those jobs that I've got to do kind of in one go, and I'm going to need some good weather because of course I'm going to have to shift everything outside. In fact, when we moved in here we had one of those situations where I was renting, my wife had her own house, and I had one of those things where I had to be out of the house I was renting 3 days before moving in. So I actually managed to get all my furniture in this shed. The owner kindly let us use the shed for storage. So you can pack a lot of stuff in here. Pretty much a whole house worth of furniture has been in here. And of course now we've got all this to deal with. Still, it's all going to get done. And as I say, hopefully when it's all finished, I have a very nice dedicated gaming room, also a place I can do my filming, and a place I can leave things left out. Not only in terms of models, but if I'm doing any construction or painting, I can leave things out, which, as any cat owner will tell you, you can't do when you've got cats. Just recently there was an unfortunate incident between a rather nice U-boat model that I finished a little while back and my cat Pixie, and let's just say Pixie won that battle. So it'd be very nice to have everything in this space and I can leave everything set up. And do let me know if you have your own dedicated games room. Perhaps it's a shed, perhaps you've got a large attic or a cellar or a room in the house. I'm always interested to see how people set their games rooms up, and it's always good to get ideas from what other people have done before. So please do let me know. Alright, so that's it for now, the first look at the shed, and I'm going to go and rescue that butterfly. I'll see you later.